Today we have,
Sage Bender.
what gym do you train at?
I train out of B Team Jiu Jitsu. I just moved to Austin like 3 months ago. I opened up my own gym when I was like 21. It's called Nomad Jiu Jitsu Club out of Daytona Beach, Florida. And I'm 24 now. I ran that for 3 years. And after coming through the ringer of running a gym, I realized I really wanted to compete and get more out there. So I have a lot of friends here at the B Team. Moved out here full time to train competitively. It's my first competition I've hit in probably a year, so it feels really good to be back and really good to take a win back for the team.
How long have you been training?
Let me do the math real quick. 13 plus 4, that's 17 years. So I got my black belt at 21, and honestly, like where I was training, I was a black belt level, but coming out here, sometimes I wish I wasn't a black belt because it is unbelievable the level and difference of training between a small gym and a big gym. But I've been training for a minute now, and this is all part of it.
What is your favorite move and why?
Honestly, probably, both of them go hand in hand, but the De La Riva entry into the back bolo, which you saw me trying a lot with inverting the hands. But after doing that 3 or 4 times, my second favorite move is the De La Riva ankle lock. I think it's a move that people don't really use a lot, but is extremely effective. And so when I kept scooping to turn his knee away, instead of exposing his back, he flared his knee, and that's where I kind of sunk it in. And, those type of submissions, the reason I like it is you don't feel it till it breaks pretty much. And I never enjoy hurting my opponents. I do this for the love of the sport, and I'm very thankful to my opponent as well. But unfortunately, fortunately and unfortunately, we got the sub. What do you got?
What do you love about jiu-jitsu?
I tell this to a lot of people because anybody that trains will understand this, but as a man, having an outlet is so important. And people work out, people lift, people run. I have a lot of friends who run and lift, but here's the difference. I am an entrepreneur. I run a couple businesses. I have a full-time job. I'm an influencer, and I fight full-time. I'm very stressed. I'm always at war with myself. I'm always busy. I'm always stressed out. And if I go for a run, I'm thinking about everything I got to do the whole time. When I go lift, I'm thinking of everything that's going wrong and what I got to do. But when I step on these mats, the ability to go face to face with a man and embrace the most primal factor of what I've learned, it's the only time in my life that I have peace. And I always use the quote, finding peace in violence. And people always look at me funny about that. But as a man, you don't realize how many times can you recall that your mind has gone silent and you felt that peace. And when I'm in here, I feel at peace, I feel at home, and I use this outlet, and it has saved my life in so many ways. And for these kids, you guys have a great life. Your dad, is this your dad?
Yes.
Your dad is out here pushing you to do things like this. I'm telling you, jiu-jitsu saved my whole life, and it's the reason I have a job. It's the reason why I'm famous on social media. It's the reason why I became a man, and a good man at that. And so it's a very lengthy answer, but I think fighting can save anybody's life if they go about it the right way.
Do you have like a ritual you do before a match?
I like to put on Suicide Boys. It's like a calming source of violence where people normalize violence in a very aesthetically, musically pleasing way. And so I put on some good music, I warm up. I like being surrounded by my friends, so being in my home gym, it was a great time. But yeah, it's just music, and a good warm up.
What does it feel like to get your hand raised?
It's a great feeling. But I talked to a few of my old coaches and I said, hey, I'm really stressing out. I haven't competed in like a year. I'm nervous. He goes, you think I'm going to treat you any differently if it goes up or down? I said, no, sir. So, well, that's the point. And so I like to embrace that, and I tell everybody that. Don't do this to win, because then you go about it the wrong way. Do this to be the best you can. And I do this in a way because God blessed me with the ability to come in here every day. And in that same sense, I like to fight, and I love to win because that means I can give God thanks for what he's done in my life. He's done incredible things. And, God saved my life, and he gave me the sport and made me good at it. So when I win, it's just one more reason to say thank you, Jesus.
Thank you for coming out on Coffee
Absolutely.
with Killers.
You guys are killing it. I love to see what you guys are doing. So keep at it.